What do you feel like this project is inspired by in terms of what brought it to life? Because it's kind of like your early music is the stuff that was inspired by your entire life. And then like further projects kind of have to be inspired by new shit.
So like I was depressed for like 1.5 years, which sounds fucking corny to me saying because niggas just be saying that shit, but I was. And I got out of it. Thankfully, it was real personal, but I'm thankful I got out of it. And I just wanted to be happy. Like I was actually happy for the first time in so long, and really way happier than I really ever was. Even when I was first putting out music, blowing up and shit. Like when I got out of depression, that was the happiest I've ever been. And I just want to be happy. So like I just was making music that made me feel happy, regardless of what I was saying. Like my shit makes me feel happy, whether I don't know what it is me saying or like my beats, whatever. Like it shit makes me feel some type of way. So I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun music. It's music that just sounds like you were just in there. But I mean, I don't know. It feels like more real hip hop in a way, in the sense that, I mean, it just feels a little bit more like you are actually just finding yourself as a rapper who actually could like just get in the booth with whoever and just
just be doing some shit.
Rapping next to somebody that maybe people wouldn't be thinking about you rapping next to.
For sure.
Like Takeoff. You decided, hey, me and Takeoff go head to head. That's as hard as me go.
Yeah.
Why Takeoff though?
I say him because him and Wintertime were my only feature on the album, and I feel like all three of us are underdogs. So it's like an underdog nigga album.
You still close as fuck with Wintertime?
Oh, it's like my best friend. One of my best friends besides my friend Nardo. Like even away from the industry or like away from the music shit, that's like one nigga I've been talking to since 2015, and that's my nigga.
I mean, like the way you dipped off, the way he dipped off is like way crazier. Like he really went ghost on motherfuckers.
No, that nigga went in hibernation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he just gonna pop up in a couple of years and just be like, yo, here's what I've been working on?
Oh, that nigga finna pop up soon, bro.
Really?
That nigga finna pop up. That nigga just like, that's a whole, I know I went ghost, but that's a whole different realm of dipping out. That nigga just dipped.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn. Fuck. I just had a really good question. Oh yeah, what happened with are you still holding down your bro 6ix9ine? You guys were real tight, huh? You went to New York, joined the Treyway thing. You had the diamond tester.
No, I didn't join Treyway. That was in Houston, so like,
it was. All right.
I ain't finna make all the Houston niggas mad and say that nigga was in my city. But you know, I claim Houston, whatever. I lived there for the majority of my life, and we were out there. And really, I was out there, and then he was out there, and then it was like, I don't know who reached out further. It was just link up. We just linked up and some shit. But
how you feel about how his career went? You kind of look at your career like, damn, I'm glad I didn't join a gang.
Well, I know.
Order any murders?
With me, like with the 6ix9ine situation, I actually like was ghost off the internet while all that was going on. And when I actually re-downloaded my apps and got back, well, I mean, I was online. Like I was just posting on my meme page, but not my personal. But when I did get back on, I felt just late to all this shit. Like I really don't even fully even know what really what's going on. I think I just know a couple of niggas would be dissing them in songs, but like besides that, I don't even know the situation really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking reiterate everything I ever heard about it, but I mean, you know, people saying he's snitching, people saying whatever, but I mean, it is what it is. He was living very, very fast.
I don't know. I just know when he was out, I don't know.
Cool,
I guess he was just doing 6ix9ine. I don't know.
I hear that. When you look at your career, you've done like 2 videos, right? Water and Batman, and then you did a video with Yachty.
Oh damn, yeah, 4.
That counts too.
Yeah, I don't like me showing my face. I like being on some rare shit.
But that's weird because you're like a fucking meme rapper, quote unquote, or whatever. But like, you know, if you're gonna be a meme, it's like it's supposed to be very, very visual.
Exactly. So, like I said, I was already thinking ahead of that. Like even after the XXL and shit, I still had one music video for the longest until the middle of last year with the Boom video with Yachty.
Right.
Like it was just like I've been thinking ahead. Like I've been thinking ahead. Like way back then. Like I knew it was I had to be on some shit, nigga.
Hey.
I knew I had to be on some shit.
Thanks for the shout out,
bud.
You
feel me? Shout out on some shit. No time, but yeah, I knew I had to be on some shit. I had to come with some different type of shit. Really, bro. Like,
right. What was it about Batman? You a huge Batman fan, or is that just happened randomly?
I'm not a huge Batman fan. I did not read the comments. I'm not into Marvel. I'm not into superheroes. I'm into Super Mario.
Really?
In Pokemon.
Still in Pokemon. You never got into Pokemon Go? Because when we did that first interview, that was when it first came out, and you were like, "No, I'm not fucking with it." Joke's on you. I got Mewtwo. I got a fucking shiny Lapras. I got all kinds of shit going on right now. You never played it. You never got in on. I got Shiny Shelter the other day. Fuck with me.
I don't know.
That bitch orange.
Bro, Pokemon Go is just weird, bro. Like, you don't make it to like, can you battle now?
You can battle now. You can trade. You can do everything now. All kinds of fucked up shit. They're about to drop Gen 5 on our asses.
That's the last gen.
Mime Jr. coming soon.
The last gen I actually messed with is Gen 4, and after that, like,
well, that's what they're on right now, so it's perfect timing.
Nah, not to play Pokemon. Not to play Pokemon.
They got legendary Pokemon. They got raids, but there's 2 rats sitting right here. How are you not doing this?
Rattatas, bro.
The Rattatas, yeah. I always like, for some reason I got an obsession with the rats. I always got to catch the rats whenever I see them.
Are you a rat?
My nephews, they're really into Pokemon too, and they call me Uncle Rat because they think it's so funny that I like the rats.
No, I don't like that.
No, I'm not a rat like that though, my friend. I am street certified.
Yeah, always street certified.
You dig?
Yeah, for sure.
Facts, dude. I remember the funniest.
Why'd you use a a Master Ball?
I went in the middle. I went with a Great Ball.
You use a Great Ball in a Rattata, you use a Pokeball in that. But I feel like that type of shit doesn't matter on Pokemon Go, but that shit matters in the game.
You know what the thing is if you're just like spinning Pokestops and stuff, you get so many Great Balls and Ultra Balls that you can afford to be very liberal. And like Pokeballs, you're never going to run out. But if you live in a type of area, like you live in the middle of nowhere, there's not mad Pokestops, then you just... You need the balls. You got to be like conservative with balls for me. And also I open the maximum amount of gifts every day.
Conservative with balls.
Stop it. You're too grown for that joke. So you still got the same team as when you started?
Yeah.
Is that important to you?
Hell yeah.
The same motherfucker?
Hell yeah, because like when people constantly fire managers, like always have new friends around, there's no chemistry. And there's always chemistry trying to be rebuilt. And you have new people trying to understand where you're coming from. And even though sometimes I feel like my manager might not know exactly where I'm coming from, I know he has 3 years with me of knowing what type of nigga I am to even have an idea. You know?
Do you, have you had, like, you know, rappers are always talking about betrayal and shit. Like, have you gone through situations where you felt like, damn, like I came up with this person and they really fucked me over?
Not really. For the most part, it's probably been me who stopped talking to most people, honestly. Yeah. Like, I kind of stopped talking to
just
people.
Because they fucked up, or just because you're sort of a isolated person?
I'm really isolated person, really. Not because they fucked up, because I don't take shit personal. Because at the end of the day, I feel like even all rap niggas, we really don't even know each other personally. Like, it's always, if we're in LA, we
rarely get to meet people on like more than a superficial level,
for sure. So it's like, I don't really take anything too personally. So it's just like, and I hope they don't take it personally either when I just stop talking to everybody, because there has been, you know, a few people I don't want to name that I stopped talking to, and it's like, damn, what this nigga on?
Right.
It's really, I'm on some shit.
I'm on some other shit. I'm thinking about myself. It's hard for people to understand that at a certain point. Yeah, dude, because when we first did that podcast, I remember like some girls walked in the room and you looked at them and I think you just said, bitch, you look good.
Bitch, you look good. Yeah, see, like, and like, bro, like the times has changed so much. I get canceled for saying that shit now. And even like a tweet of an old lyric of mine popped up from Booty from a Distance. And it was like, I said, young, ugly guy, grab your ass without permission. And there were some feminists on Twitter, and shout out to the feminists, you know, standing up for what they stand up for. But they were like, that's really sexual assault. I'm like, times just changed, bro. Like,
because that was a couple of years ago. I don't even remember ever noticing that lyric, and I listened to that song a million times.
Yeah, and then now it's like this nigga grabbing niggas' ass. I mean, not grabbing girls' ass. Not, I just said niggas' ass. Oh man, bro, grabbing.
Not you. Somebody else might be grabbing a dude's ass. Right?
But like, grab this nigga is touching people without their permission. Cancel this nigga.
I don't feel like you're at that, but I feel like these days people are smart enough that when they hear about somebody getting canceled, they know that it's got to be some serious shit and there's got to be serious evidence. And when it's just a fucking lyric like that, it's like it usually, they might try to build it up against you, but it doesn't feel like it usually works these days.
I feel like, but nowadays people actually want to be offended nowadays. Yeah. So like they will probably build that up or like try to push that narrative onto other people too. And then it's just the community of niggas trying to cancel your ass.
There was a clip that went viral of like Jerry Springer and a bunch of other comedians, or not Jerry Springer, Jerry Seinfeld and a bunch of other comedians. And they were all Jerry Springer. I'm hanging out with you. I'm trying to think about some trashy shit. No, but they were all saying the N-word, like joking around. But this shit was from like fucking 5 years ago or something. Like it was even older than that or whatever. Yeah. And you got to shout out Jerry Seinfeld of it actually because he was the one who didn't say it, and he was the one who was acting like it was weird and everything. But at that time that came out, nobody thought it was offensive. They understood the context of what they were saying. They were talking about the N-word. And then it's so crazy to me to think that shit got dug up all these years later for people to get offended by. Like, were they just chilling thinking like, yo, we ain't had anything racist in a minute. Like, we got to fucking dig up some old shit. Like, that's so crazy.
Yeah, they like I said, people want to be offended. And it's probably people who even seen that back in the day and choose to be offended by it now. Like, whack. Which is why I stay away from that type of shit. And I do watch what I say now. Like I said, if I was still on that shit, I definitely would have fucked up and said some stupid ass shit that would have got dug up.
But a lot of the really offensive shit that you've probably said in your career and your music is like some of the funniest and most memorable lines.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's like that's a tough thing to decide how risque you want to be about shit. You know,
that shit just different now, man.
Yeah. So you this whole time you never been like, man, you know what? Let me hit that wood.
Nah.
You're just like, no.
I learned how to roll up. I can roll up though.
Who you rolling up for?
Niggas. Just niggas. I learned how to roll. I can roll up. I roll a good ass blunt, but you know, niggas do like backwoods. Like, you know, I live in Mississippi, so like backwoods kind of just now getting there. Like in the past, year or like 6 months? You think?
Really? A lot of times when you go down south, it's hard to find good ones.
It's just straight swishers, games.
Oh yeah, you definitely should be smoking swishers. That'd be funny as hell.
I'll roll one up right now. They don't got no swishers.
Man, imagine just sitting around smoking a wood that other guy rolled for you.
Nah.
By the way, as long as you're here, this is an ugly pod.
Oh, okay, ugly pod, bro. You want some shit?
I was thinking about that earlier.
You want some shit?
I'm on some shit. I'm not really. I'm off of these little spliff guys that we smoke.
How often you smoke?
You know, whatever. Not too much.
Okay.
Not too crazy.
Not too crazy.
Yeah. I stopped smoking wood, so I felt kind of good about that.
All right, for sure.
I was sweating my ass doing a kendama trick before you got here. I had to be like, yo, hold them in front for 5 minutes while I wait for my sweat to dry.
It was going to be rest in peace Adam if you kept on with it, bro.
I was just going crazy trying to get this fucking trick done, and it was just not working. By the way, nojumper.com if you want to purchase a kendama.
Yeah, NJK.
NJK, that's fucking crazy that you are just out here just showing respect.